Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Going the Distance. This is episode 37. Can you believe we've done 37 episodes? I can't. But I want to welcome the new members who are just joining us for the first time, and I want to welcome back the members who've been joining me from the beginning. Your support is greatly appreciated. I love you all. And if you don't mind, if you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. So we got some sports news, I got some music news to get into, and we got some preseason NFL scores to go over. So let's jump into it. So the first story we're going to talk about is Colt McCoy retires after 12 seasons with the NFL. Now, he was great when he started out in college with the Texas Longhorns, and he was drafted to the Cleveland Browns. And for years, I thought the Cleveland Browns were a team where players went and their careers just went nowhere. And that was the truth until recently. And Colt was a part of that. He went from Cleveland to the Redskins to Arizona. I think he went to the Giants for a little bit of time. But he was always a backup. He was never a starting quarterback. So he started, I think, his first year in Cleveland, but after that, he was just a backup. So I want to congratulate Colt on his career, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future. Next, we're going to move into the Commanders, or the Redskins. And Dan Quinn has named Jaden Daniels, their rookie quarterback they just drafted, the starter for week 1. Now, I think this is pretty good because I don't think I know who the quarterback for the Redskins or the Commanders are right now, like the starter, because they traded Sam Howell to Seattle, and he's backing up Geno now. So, we'll see how that goes. And we all know, I'm pretty sure Geno said this was going to be his last year in the NFL, so he wants to make it a good one. So, is Seattle grooming Sam Howell to take over for Geno? And is Jaden Daniels going to be the starter from here on out with the Redskins, or is he just going to be another line in the Redskins quarterback carousel? I don't know, but we'll find out in week 1. So, speaking of the NFL, we had week 2 of the preseason come in. So, we're going to start on Thursday night. We had the Eagles defeat the Patriots 14-13. Drake May led the Patriots on 2 scoring drives in the 14-13 preseason loss to the Eagles. On Saturday, we had the Ravens defeat the Falcons 13-12. We had the Vikings defeat the Cleveland Browns 27-12. We had Tennessee Titans defeat the Seahawks 16-15. We had the Colts defeat the Cardinals 21-13. We had the Dolphins defeat the Commanders, or the Redskins, 13-6. We had the Jets defeat the Panthers 15-12. We had the Rams defeat the Chargers 13-9. We had the Jaguars defeat the Buccaneers 20-7. We had the Cowboys defeat the Raiders 27-12. We had the Bears defeat the Bengals 27-3. Texans defeated the Giants 28-10. The Lions defeated the Chiefs 24-23. And as many of you guys remember, the Lions defeated the Chiefs in week 1 last year of the regular season, which was supposed to be the Chiefs' big outing for their second Super Bowl win in consecutive years, and then the Lions come out and beat them. So the Lions beat the Chiefs again, 24-23 in this preseason game. So is this a prelude to what the Lions are going to do in the regular season? Are they going to be the force that they were last year? And could they make it to the Super Bowl? Moving on, we had the Bills defeat the Steelers 9-3. Russell Wilson slogs through a rusty preseason debut. Josh Allen sits out this game as the Bills top the Steelers 9-3. On Sunday, we had the 49ers defeat the Saints 16-10, and we had the Broncos defeating the Packers 27-2. All the Packers could do was a safety. That was it. I mean, yeah, preseason doesn't count, but this is where your rookie players and your backups are relying to be first string. I want to be a first string quarterback. I want to be a first string wide receiver. All that, and then Green Bay. You're just gonna go out and score 2 points. But those were the preseason scores for this week. Next week, I will be back with week 3 of the preseason. And this actually will be the last week of the preseason. Because with all these new changes going on in the NFL, since they pushed it to 18 weeks in the NFL regular season, they shortened the preseason by 1 week. So instead of it being a 4-week preseason, it's a 3-week preseason. So next week, we'll jump into the last week of the preseason. And who are you guys' teams? Who are you guys looking forward to seeing this year? And question, who is y'all's surprise team this year? Who do you think is going to come out of left field and surprise everybody? Last year, it was Detroit for me. And Detroit really did do it last year. So I got to think about who I think is going to be the surprise team this next year. So now we're going to move into some NASCAR news. And we raced in Michigan last week. And all eyes were on Joey Logano and Austin Dillon for their confrontation last week with what went down. So we're going to... So this race was actually... They raced all of Stage 1 and part of Stage 2 on Saturday. They ran like 29 laps of Stage 2 on Sunday. And then it got rained out, so they postponed the race till Monday. So these final results, were the results from yesterday afternoon. And Tyler Reddick won the race. William Byron came in second. Ty Gibbs came in third. Kyle Busch came in fourth. And Brad Keselowski came in fifth. Chase Elliott came in 15th. Kyle Larson came in 34th. Joey Logano came in... Wait. I messed up here, y'all. Kyle Larson came in 34th. Joey Logano came in 33rd. And Austin Dillon finished 17th. I'm sorry about that. I got my numbers mixed up there. Now, I don't really know what happened in Stage 1 because I wasn't able to watch it. But when I got home from work, I saw that Joey Logano was in the low 30s toward the back of the pool, and he was out of the race. So I don't know if Austin and Joey got into it. I heard rumors where Joey tried to take Austin out, and I guess he took himself out in the process, which I think is absolutely hilarious because of what happened last week. And I know I was a little harsh last week, but I'm an Austin Dillon fan. And if you mess with Austin Dillon, then, it's like messing with Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson and Jimmy Johnson with me. Those are my drivers. And I'm going to stick up for my drivers. Yes, you can make the point that Denny Hamlin, Austin Dillon and Joey Logano were all three in the wrong, but I mean, it's racing. If you're vying for the win, you're going to wreck somebody. But because that was the case, now Austin Dillon has his playoff spot taken away because of Joey Logano causing his big hoopla. So now Austin either has to get in on points or he's got to win another race. And his spotter was suspended last week for a couple races because of everything that went down last week in Richmond. So next week, I'm not sure where we're racing next week, but be sure that I will be here to give you guys the results of the race, the results of the preseason, and let me know who y'all's drivers are. Let me know who y'all's teams are and how everything's going. So now we're going to move into the what we're listening to segment. And I'm excited about this one because, as I've said in the past, a couple weeks ago, I've got the Hootie and the Blowfish concert I'm going to on the 19th of next month, and the Stained concert on the 22nd. So until then, I'm going to be doing groups. I'm going to be doing the who we're listening to with the groups and those bands. So this week, I'm excited to say it's Collective Soul. They're from Stockbridge, Georgia. They formed in 1992. They've had 12 albums, 1 live album, 1 greatest hits, 38 singles, and 23 music videos. I found out about them with the 7-Year Itch in 2001, which is a great greatest hits album. I highly recommend that album. They were actually inducted into the Georgia Music Hall of Fame in 2008. And I looked, and I've still got it up here. Collective Soul went in 2008, but it looks like Ed from the band was inducted, yes, in 2014 he got the Songwriters Award. And that is fantastic. So now he's got 2 Georgia Music Hall of Fame trophies, one with Collective Soul and one by himself. So I'm really happy about that, and I have loved this band since I heard them in 2001 with the 7-Year Itch, which has the songs Shine, December, and The World I Know. And those are the songs I want you guys to listen to this week. Shine, December, and The World I Know. And, I mean, they're good, just happy songs. It has that 90s sound to it. It was grungy without being too grungy. And I'm sure I could say the names of these songs, and you're like, oh, I don't know these songs. But you listen to them, and you know these songs. You don't forget these songs. You start listening to them and you're like, I remember that. And I remember what I was doing when that song was popular. And I do, and granted, I wasn't, when I was listening to these songs, I was listening to them years after they were released. But looking back on it, I remember what I was doing the first time I heard these songs, where I was the first time I heard these songs. Maybe not what I was doing, but where I was when I heard these songs the first time. Okay, so for motivation this week, I want to say make sure you love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. So make sure that you love yourself and you do what's best for you. And not what's... You can be there for other people, which is a great thing. But you need to be there for you first. Take care of you and how you're feeling. And then you go worry about everybody else. and just help somebody if you can. That's a Van Zant song. And Van Zant is another country group formed by members of 38 Special and the Leonard Skinner, the Van Zant brothers. They've got a song called Help Somebody If You Can, and you can help somebody. So love yourself and then love other people, because hate is a strong word. And I know we all use it, but try to see the good in things and not the bad. Look at the positives and not the negatives. Because when you focus on the positives, your life is going to be a whole lot better than if you focus on, oh, well, this could be better and that could be better. Look and say, okay, well, yeah, this could be better, but I've got a roof over my head. I've got food to eat. I've got people around me who love me and want what's best for me. I've got family around who loves me and wants what's best for me. So just love yourself. Learn to love yourself, and everything else will fall into place. Love yourself, love God, pray in hard times, because strong storms don't last, but strong people do. I love that quote, and I've said that multiple times. So just look at the positives, y'all. All right, that's about all I've got for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you guys for going the distance. Again, I want you guys to like this video, comment your thoughts on the video, and hit that subscribe button. And share the video with your family and friends, because it really helps my channel. So thank you guys for going the distance. You guys have a good week, rest of the week, good weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. God bless.